Very excited to talk to our next guest. He is one of the brightest young stars in mixed martial arts, and you guys can catch him coming up this weekend on Friday night, Bellator 260. Aaron Pico is our guest. Aaron, thank you for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
Oh, no worries. It's my pleasure. My
So,
pleasure.
are you still? You guys are you in the quarantine right now? Like, how is it? How is it still working with the Bellator shows? Are you guys? Because we're down here in South Florida, things are willy nilly here. I was just at a Floyd Mayweather fight last night. Nobody was
Yeah.
wearing masks, so I don't know
Yeah.
what's life still like getting ready for a fight this week for you.
Yeah, it's still quarantine and things like that, I think, but I think it's slowly starting to we're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. Everything starts to come into an end and but yeah, I think we're gonna be out of this. I think this might be probably one of the last shows that we have where it's all of this quarantine and things like that. So yeah, I'm enjoying it as much as I can. I honestly was I didn't really bother me to fight with no fans and the whole COVID protocols. It actually made fight week a lot easier. We have our own locker rooms, saunas and things like that, and it's honestly not that bad, you know.
Do you miss the fans at all? Because I mean, you debuted on a huge stage. Like, do you miss the rush of that at all, or is it
You,
kind of take it or leave it right now?
yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, I love the fans. I just love fighting in general. To be honest with you, I mean, when I go out there and fight, I'm not like, oh, the fans are here or there's no fans. It doesn't really. I'm so like in the zone, and I try to just be locked in on my opponent, and that I don't really pay too much attention to it. But I can honestly say, without the fans, it was good to get these two fights in to listen to my coaches, and not really have you could hear everything well. Um, but a big reason why we fight is because of the fans, and we all when you're a kid growing up and looking at watching fights, you always hear the crowd and the boos and the cheers, and that's ultimately what you want to do is be a world champion, have the crowd there, and just soak it all in. So if it wasn't for the fans, we would definitely wouldn't be able to do the things that we wouldn't be able to make a living off this. So it's good to have them back.
Well, you're rolling now, man. You're on a 3 fight win streak. Bellator is a really cool thing though with the young fighters and some of the young guys seeing their careers grow up. I've talked to Valerie Loretta about this, just about seeing we're all seeing your guys' careers unfold before our very eyes. And there's a lot of MMA fighters we don't see any of them until it's kind of like they're on Bellator, they're on UFC.
Yeah,
How has that process been for you, Aaron? Because you came in with a lot of pressure and a lot of hype.
yeah.
Was it have you found it now like it's good, it's in the zone? Do you feel more seasoned than a lot of guys maybe your age, just because it's all kind of just been out there for everybody, and now maybe you're in this great comfort zone and in a winning streak and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, it honestly was a little bit of an adjustment period for me, and I felt kind of in the beginning I felt really really out of place just coming from wrestling and then having to do this, and then you're on a bigger stage and you don't really start at the smaller shows. So it was a little bit of an adjustment period, if I'm being completely honest. I did feel a lot of pressure, and but now I'm this is going to be my 11th fight. I've got a good solid team around me. I know what to expect. And now, yeah, I'm in how do I really say it? I am in a comfort zone. I really trust everything, and I'm aware of everything. But I also keep that edge of that little nervousness that's always keeps me sharp. Being a little bit nervous, being aware, because that's ultimately what keeps you focused. Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in the aspect of I know how everything works. I know the people here. I know what I have to do. And just before, it was just honestly quite a mess. I didn't. I was just like a lost puppy. I just didn't. Oh, what's going on? But now I know what to do. I say no when I don't feel something's right. I ask questions. If they want me to do this, I just make sure I voice my opinion, and obviously in a respectful manner, in a professional manner. And if something doesn't feel right, I speak up. And it's definitely a learning curve. And I'm glad I went through those hiccups to get to where I'm at now and how I feel.
You Bellator recently unveiled the rankings this year. Like, how do you feel like that system is for you guys? Just kind of an idea of having a number system, getting to having kind of a map out of how it would be to get to a title and all that.
Yeah, I haven't really put too much thought into it. Yeah, I saw it was number six, and yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really think it's like, I mean, my job isn't done. My job is to be the champion.
Yeah.
It's not, and it's not like, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but I mean, I grew up wrestling. If I was to take sixth place at a tournament, it wouldn't be a fun car ride home, But hey, it is what it is. I'm just focused on, my job, and my job is to be the best fighter in the world, and I just take out whoever I have to. Um, so yeah, now we have a little sense of direction of where we're at, but rankings, and that's cool. But the job is to be the best fighter in the world.
Well, man, like you grew up wrestling, but I mean, you got some absolute hammers for hands, man. You come up with like some
Yeah.
sick walk off knockouts. Like, could you? I mean, just describe like when you hit those picturesque ones where it's just like you got them or something like that. Because I mean, you've had some really viral ones that everybody obviously raves about when they watch you fight. Like, what are those like, man? Just those ones where it's not only like you have the satisfaction of getting a win and all that type of stuff, but you also did it in a very very pleasing style for everybody to see.
Yeah, like um, it happens so fast you don't really even think about it. But when you get back to the locker room, you get back to your hotel, and you start watching it on replay, you start to see it, and it's like, wow, it was really amazing. But when you're in the heat of the moment, it's happening so fast that you're just like, to be quite honest, you're quite relieved sometimes because the fight is over. You got your paycheck, you're going up, probably, you're gonna get some food, and then when you get to relax, have a beer, get to watch it, then that's when it really soaks in for me. Like, shit, that was a good punch. But yeah, it's definitely a good way to win a fight is by knocking somebody out. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful feeling.
I grew up on a horse farm. I see that you're very big into the horses. What is it about horses? What is the thing about them that did you grow up around them? Is it something that you grew into? Why do you find such I
Yeah.
guess ease and love for these animals?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. It's ever since I've been a kid, I've always loved horses. My dad used to take me to do horse lessons, and my mom would take me as well. And I would go to horse camp in the summer. I'd be the only boy there with all the girls there, but I just had such a deep, deep passion for horses, and I can't explain it. It's like I thank God every single day that I have this love. It's something that I can't explain. And most people that love horses will understand what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, I'm madly in love with them.
Are you do you like racing? Is it just equestrian? Like do you just like being out on a ranch with them? What is like what's like your happy place with them?
Yeah, just being around them. I have a little arena in my backyard. I like to ride an arena. I like to go out on trail. Recently, I just started a thing called cow sorting. So it's like an event with cows that I do with my horses, and I've fallen in love with that. I do it twice a month. Um, but yeah, I'm just such a just passionate person about every um, the Spanish way of writing, the Portuguese, obviously the Western, the Mexicans have their own style. Everybody in the world has, I've recently had some books about the Moroccan horse. I'm just so fascinated by horsemanship all over the world. But for me, I really love the Spanish breed Andalusians and the Portuguese Lusitanos, and I obviously quarter horses and stuff. But I have two Andalusians, and I just am madly obsessed with it all, and hope to one day have a ranch,
Yeah,
breed horse,
I was just about
have breed horses. I know it's not everybody always tells me you're gonna lose so much money breeding horses because you don't really do it for the money, and I'm like, yeah, it's exactly. I don't really give a shit about. Yeah, of course, you would like to make your money back, but hopefully, I can make some good money fighting where I can just have a fun. I have some play around money and with the
yeah.
horses, but the horses are damn expensive, but it's good. I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was like, is that the dream? Like when you have that fu money, like do you want like as big a ranch as possible? Like I know Canelo Alvarez, he's got the big ranch
Yeah.
and all that type of stuff. Like is that would be the dream? Just a huge ass horse farm for yourself?
It would be. I really do want like a big like I want a breeding program, but I think I would want like just a small, intimate, like have like for myself two or three horses. Obviously, if my kids want to ride, they have theirs. But yeah, I would have to come up with a certain way to have like the right stallions, the right mares to do it. I don't think I would want it to be like a huge, huge operation, just because it would just get too out of hand. And I really want to spend time. My horses, I want to spend time with them. I want to be able to
Sure.
ride them every single day. If I have like 30 horses, I can't ride 30 horses every day. So I would have to work it out and really figure out how I want it. But I definitely want a huge ranch, have some cattle, go out there and play around, and we'll see. But I definitely want to die with on my horse ranch. That's a big dream of mine. That's how I want to go out on my ranch with all my horses, my family.
You're taking on Aiden Lee coming up on Friday, Bellator 260. Is there anything in particular getting ready for him that you've noticed, or are you still in the zone where you just focus on yourself and you think the game plan is going to take care of itself?
Yeah, I've watched so much film on him. My coaches have as well. He's very tricky, but very predictable. Um, but tough guy, because he's has really nothing to lose. He's not ranked in Bellator. I'm ranked number 6, so this is a great opportunity for him. There's a lot of pressure on me, um, but I'm used to it. I've been in these positions before. I know what it takes to win. I've done it before, and I just got to go out there and just take the fight where I want it. Luckily for me, I can, if I want to take him down, I can take him down. If I want to strike, I can strike with him. But I just have to be aware of his kicks, his range, and get to the inside. And yeah, I'm prepared everywhere. Honestly, I'm confident. I'm confident in saying that anywhere this fight goes. And one thing about me, I don't get tired, so my ass is gonna keep coming.
Well, man, you're a hell of a lot of fun to watch in the cage, man. So thank you for giving us some time and letting us get a little bit of insight into your fight week. We're looking forward to the show on Friday, and everybody tune in on Showtime watching on Pico take on Aiden Lee. Should be a hell of a fight.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
All right, take care, Aaron.